Tiger.
That one's like yours?
Yours, yeah.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore's house.
Eeyore's house.
Let's do the party. Party, party, party.
Hey, do the party.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Piglet and Winnie the Pooh.
Very good. I've been thinking about Eeyore, said Winnie the Pooh, one snowy, blowy day, as he and Piglet sat atop the fence or gate.
Gate.
What about Eeyore? Asked Piglet. Well, said Pooh, poor Eeyore.
I might fall down there.
You would have to be careful. Well, said Pooh, poor...
But Daddy, if I could get up there, I would get a rope and tie it around that gate, and so I could be safe.
Oh, a little harness. That's a good idea. Well, said Pooh, poor Eeyore has nowhere to live. So what I've been thinking is, let's build him a
house.
That, said Piglet, is a grand idea. Where shall we build it? We will build it here, said Pooh, just by this wood, out of the wind. There was a heap of sticks on the other side of the wood, said Piglet. Lots and lots, all piled up. Thank you, Piglet, said Pooh. What you have just said will be a great help to us. So they got down off the gate and went round to the other side of the wood to fetch the sticks. Later that morning... Okay, I'll try not to. Later that morning, just when Christopher Robin was wondering what it was like outside, who should come knocking at the door, but...
Winnie the Pooh.
No.
Tigger.
No.
Eeyore.
Eeyore.
No, Piglet.
I mean Piglet. You're being a stinker. Hello, Eeyore, said Christopher Robin. What's the matter? Nothing important, Eeyore said. Brightening up a little, he added, I suppose you haven't seen a house or whatnot anywhere about the red one? You like the red one?
And I'll get that.
That looks like, almost looks like a walking stick, I guess. Or maybe, no, maybe it's an umbrella handle, and I don't know what that is. Almost looks like a pop gun, but it's probably not. I suppose you haven't seen a house or whatnot anywhere about. Who lives there? I do. At least I thought I did, said Eeyore. But I suppose I don't. We can't all have houses.
Fire!
I don't know how it is, Eeyore continued, but with all this snow, it isn't so hot in my field as some people think it is. In fact, quite between ourselves, and don't tell anybody, it's cold. Oh, Eeyore, said Christopher Robin. So what it all comes to, said Eeyore, is that I built myself a house down by my little wood. Did you really? How exciting!
That's the juice.
Did you really? How exciting! Exclaimed Christopher Robin.
This is the honey cake.
The really exciting part, said Eeyore in his most melancholy voice,
The birthday book.
is that when I left it this morning,
Honey cake mix.
it was there, and when I came back, it wasn't. We'll go and look for it at once, Christopher Robin called as he put on his waterproof hat and boots as fast as he could. Off they hurried, and in a very little time...
I like those boots.
You like those boots?
I'll get the green boots, and I'll get that scarf and tie, then get on that coat, then hat.
Oh, goodness. Off they hurried, and in a very little time they got to the corner of the field where Eeyore's house wasn't any longer. There, said Eeyore, not a stick of it left.
Boots.
Of course, I've still got all this snow to do what I like with. One mustn't complain, really. But Christopher Robin wasn't listening to Eeyore. He was listening to something else. Can't you hear it? He asked. They both listened, and they heard a deep, gruff voice singing an outdoor song for snowy weather, and a small, high voice tiddly-pumming in between. The more it snows, tiddly-pum, the more it goes. Tiddly-pum, the more it goes. Tiddly-pum on snowing, and nobody knows. Tiddly-pum, how cold my toes. Tiddly-pum, how cold my toes. Tiddly-pum are growing. It's Pooh and Piglet, shouted Christopher Robin excitedly. The singers stopped suddenly. It's Christopher Robin, said Pooh. He's round by the place where we got all those sticks from, said Piglet. Pooh and Piglet hurried round the corner of the wood, Pooh making welcoming noises all the way. "Why, here is Eeyore," said Pooh, when he had finished hugging Christopher Robin. Then Pooh nudged Piglet, and Piglet nudged Pooh, and they thought to themselves what a lovely surprise they had got ready for Eeyore. But then Christopher Robin began to explain the sad story of Eeyore's lost house. And as Pooh and Piglet listened, their eyes seemed to get bigger and bigger. "Oh," said Piglet
That's
nervously.
for the Jews.
"Oh, bother," when Christopher Robin had stopped explaining, and so as to seem quite at ease, he hummed in a "what shall we do now" kind of way. "You're sure it was a house?" asked Pooh. "I mean, you're sure the house was just here?" "Of course I am," said Eeyore. "Well," said Pooh, "the fact is," said Pooh, "it's like this," said Pooh.
I saw the arrow.
And something told him that he wasn't explaining very well, and he nudged Piglet again. "It's like this," said Piglet quickly. "Only warmer," he added after some deep thought. What's warmer? "The other side of the wood where Eeyore's house is," said Piglet. "My house," said Eeyore. "My house was here. I ought to know." "Come and look," said Piglet simply, and he led the way. They came round the corner, and there was Eeyore's house, looking as comfy as anything. "There you are," said Piglet. Eeyore went inside and came out again. "It is my house," he said, "so the wind must have blown it here, and here it is as good as ever. In fact, better in places." "Much better," said Pooh and Piglet at the same time. "It just shows what can be done by taking a little trouble. That's the way to build a house," said Eeyore proudly. So they left him in his house, and Christopher Robin went back to lunch with his friends Pooh and Piglet. And on the way, Pooh and Piglet told Christopher Robin of the awful mistake they had made. Then, when Christopher Robin had finished laughing, they all sang the outdoor song for snowy weather, with Piglet putting in the tiddly-pums again. "I know tiddly-pums seem easy," Piglet said to himself, "but it isn't everyone who could do them."
That's like my scar. And that's like my scar.
And the bridge is breaking down, breaking down.
That's the honey cake.
You're a silly girl.
Please. Please.
Pizza.
Let's do